Alright guys, we are back right where we left off. In the last episode we cleared out some stuff. We did the quote unquote mini boss with the chasers, and we also found out where Mr. Douglas lives. We came out here to his trailer, seen how cool it is. I mean, honestly, this is a pretty cool little area. I like it. He's got his little living quarters and he works on his guns out here. He keeps it pretty clean to be, a gunsmith shop and his living quarters. Got a little PC right there, and I can only assume that this door leads to his bedroom. The driver's compartment. I think the whole compartment's gone. Oh, whoa. Douglas, where the fuck is your bed? In that case, I don't exactly know where this guy sleeps. Huh. I've never noticed that before. It says that the whole compartment is gone. Well, do you make a pallet in the floor? Do you sleep in that chair? Okay, well, without thinking about that too much, welcome back, welcome back. We also just got this sexy little gun. And oh my god. Also, apologies for the last video being just a tad bit shorter. I'm just kind of running quick videos. They upload quicker on YouTube. So, the first two being 50 minutes long each was kind of a random coincidence. I do like making longer videos. I get lost in what I'm doing. I'm, having a lot of fun playing this game. And I just kind of lose track of time. And especially when I don't have much to do, hey, screw it, right? Let's have some loss of track of time. But anyway, if you go back up to Douglas, you can ask him about the shelter that Kyle Madigan told you about. So tell me about the shelter. Little mini cutscene's going to trigger. I heard there was a shelter in the vicinity. A shelter? Right. The one that militia group dug to prepare for nuclear war? Huh. It's out in the hills. Is it still in use? Well, now, I heard that some big company bought it a few years back. Wait, just now. Did you hear that scream? Huh? I didn't hear nothing. I wasn't hearing things. It came from that direction. That's the empty house. I thought I blocked that place up to keep people out. Probably some tourist. I'll go check it out. Where is the house? From the town center, you go through the general store. But the owner don't trust nobody. He wouldn't leave me a key. Of course, there's a well behind the garage. You might be able to get into the general store from below. It'll stink to high heaven, but it's the best way. I'll show you the way. Thanks, Mr. Douglas. I'll be fine on my own. So, if y'all didn't know, it's been implied that he has a bum leg. And by bum leg, I mean he has one leg. And by one leg, I mean he is wearing a prosthetic leg right now. So, with that being said, he doesn't move around too well. But he has his hobbies, and I don't know where the fuck he sleeps. But he does his thing. He does his little gun thing and chills out. He's holding a shotgun in his lap, by the way. He's just cleaning his gun. This is like a country song. It's like a meme of a country song. But anyway, now that we've talked to him about the shelter, my map had no red on it. Now we do have red. This is very good to note. The reason this is good to note is because while you trigger certain events in this game, you will reset the enemies. If you are looking to maximize your BP and XP, you want to clear all the enemies before progressing the story any further. So, with that being said, we're going to go back through the junkyard, back through the garage, which has enemies, into the factory, out the factory, to the back, to the driveway. I may go to the main street and clear out room 1 and 2 in the bathroom and the water tower area, because I do want to show off this new gun. But the quicker we get down, the better, because Well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's a good thing down there that I want to get. And we're going to need all the help in the world to get it. I'm going to refresh my quick save just in case anything goes wrong. And we're going to head out. And hopefully, I'm going to show you guys... Flint! Show her, boy! Roof. Cool. Alright, so the dog's actually going to take you a certain direction here. He's going to go this way, and you're going to think he's going to bark at the door, but he's not. He's actually going to go past the door. Oh. I forgot about that. Away from the dog, please. Alright. Bap. 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 Stick and move, boys. Run and gun. Alright. This is where this gun shines. Reload time. Bap. Done. You literally had no time to attack me because I was reloading and off of you. So, this gun has one of the fastest reloads and also fastest movement speeds in the game. Nope, nope. Can't do it. Nope. As you can see, I'm a lot more easily dodging all these enemies. Now I'm at a safe place to reload. Dodge. But it is weak. It is weak. I know it's weak. That's why this is a challenge weapon. But it is possible to do a lot of movement. The mobility and reload speed you get alone off of this gun is worth it. To me. This gun may not be for everybody. Flint's going to show you that there's a coil of rope over here. You're going to need that rope here in a minute. So go ahead and pick that up. That's a key item. And if you look at it, it's a wire rope, which is really interesting. I found it kind of cool because, you know, it's wire. I don't know how comfortable that would be for climbing, but it's wire. Careful in the garage. There are, in fact, more of these. If you'll see, I just dealt 32 damage right there instead of just a 9 or a 10. That is because the PO8 has a very high critical rate. That's starting to show through now. That's another advantage of this gun. And look at how much ammo I'm saving. Okay? This is why I like the PO8. This gun will start shining bright like a diamond when I start really sinking points into stuff like energy shot and showing you just what this gun can do. This is my gun of choice. It's my weapon of choice. Last time I played through this game, I'm going to get a sip of water while I tell you this. Last time I played through this game, the PO8 is the only gun I used from this point in the game on. So the entire second disc was done nothing but with the PO8. And I tried out guns like the shotgun just to kind of see if I liked it better. I don't. Okay? Yeah, the shotgun does a massive amount of damage at one time. But a lot of the shotguns, the PA3 that he sells, it holds 3 rounds. You think the PO8's bad with 7? Okay. Wait, since when was that door locked? Huh, interesting. I didn't realize that door was locked. The PO8 holds 7. And it has a good tendency to hit critical hits because it's got a high critical rate. Shotguns have a low critical rate. They just do high damage. And by high damage, with normal buckshot, you're probably going to do 40, 50, maybe 60. Probably more air on the side of caution and say 30 to 40. It's not worth it to me when I can hit criticals and hit 40s with this and only use one 9mm. And I get, guess what? Free 9mm bullets over next to my car, which we're going to go pick up. So yeah, that's just some of the little tips and tricks with the PO8. I really enjoy the PO8. It's my favorite weapon in the game. It always has been. Even when I played this as a child, when I was like 5 and 6 years old, my mom, I kept telling her, I was like, hey, I want to play. And she was like, alright, just don't get me killed. And she had bought the PO8. Or if she didn't buy the PO8, I went to Gary and was like, hey, hey, can I buy this? It's super cheap. And she was like, yeah, pfft. It's like no bounty points whatsoever. Go ahead. And I was like, cool. So I bought it, and my mom was like, wow, that gun sucks. But I was moving around and dodging chasers and taking them down. And she was like, wait a minute, you're actually pretty good with that gun. And I was like, yeah, I love this gun. It's great. I don't hate on the gun. It's a wonderful gun. Oh, those little baby things explode, so be careful. Oh, back up. Ow. Oh well. If you're lucky, you can get chain reactions like that right there. And again, I spent 3 bullets. If I were using that M93R, I would have literally spent 9 bullets instead of 3 bullets. Why spend 9 when I can spend 3, right? That's just a huge part of why this gun is so nice to me. I'm actually going to dip back up here for just a second and take these enemies on in these rooms, room 1 and 2. Because it's a good example of what this gun is capable of. I think we got some more of the weird little things that are like, wah! I forget what they're called. The ones that are like, when they walk. Yeah, those things. Not the little babies. And you can also hurt that thing. Alright. If you want to be my target that bad, you get close to me. Yep, there it is. Critical. I trusted it, okay? I trusted that I was going to get a critical right there, and I did. That's just testament to how good this gun actually is. A lot of people hate on it. A lot of people hate on the P08, man. But I can't fault it. We're getting tons of MP back right now. It'll heal after battles. My HP will not. So I'm going to go ahead and heal my HP up with my MP. And we're going to keep fighting things. More enemies in the next room. I'm trying to sort of slow down a little bit and take it easy. And just spend more time walking around, exploring and fighting things. And less time trying to just plow through the game. Because I know a lot of people are going to want to see, you know, good stuff, good quality content. They want to see in an action RPG game, you know, some action, but they want to see exploring and, you know, the RPG element of it. So that's cool. That's fine. Like I said, these guys are absolutely useless once they're on the ground. You want to look for the hidden little baby things, because if you don't see them and they crawl up next to you, they're going to mess you up pretty bad. Is that everything? No? Is there another one in the bathroom? There is. Alright, so again, minimal ammo consumption. If I was still using the M93R, I would be pretty far down my ammo reserve right now. Whereas I'm using the P08, I've only used 30, less than 30 bullets, okay? I would have used 30 and a half, 30 and half of 30, like literally like at least one and a half times that, if not twice as much ammo with the M93R. And honestly, it only does like 20 damage per 3-round burst. It's not like it does 20 damage per shot. It does 20 damage per 3-round burst. If I can hit criticals, by the way, energy shot boosts your critical rate even more with this weapon. If I can hit criticals, dude, I'm dealing 40 damage a pop. So, dealing 40, 80, 120 damage versus, you know, just a standard 20 damage off 3 rounds, that's the bee's knees. I don't know why anybody would ever think differently about this gun. I love this gun, and I'm sitting here searching for enemies that are not here. They're actually in this tiny room. So we heard something from that house, and y'all didn't really understand what it was. And I'll be honest with you. Oops. Reload. Oh god. Stop interrupting my reload. I get a shot on you and you're fucked. Yeah, 40. There we go. See, again, that's why I love this gun. It's perfect. 44. 10, 10, 11. But when you do hit them 40s, man, they're 40s. That's the thing. When you do hit them, they're there. And as you can see, I'm at full MP again. Go ahead and heal. So I've actually got better health and MP stocked up than when I started fighting stuff. That's another good incentive to fight stuff. But anyway, what I was saying is, while we were in Douglas's trailer, Aya was like, hey, did you hear that? And Douglas was like, no. And y'all are probably thinking, well, your audio is crap. I didn't hear it either. Trust me, you cannot hear it in the game. You cannot hear it in game whatsoever. Closest first. Take this little scorpion out. Stick and move. And look how easily I can get away from things. Reload. Whoops. Stick and move. It's so nice. I'm telling you. The mobility, I'm almost positive you've got more mobility with the P08 than you do the M93R. They're supposed to be the same. The reload's supposed to be the same. I really think that the M93R is slower, in my opinion. This is just a cakewalk because I'm so used to this weapon. I can just pick stuff off all day. You're not going to be able to, like, sting me through the fence, are you? Because that would be kind of dumb. I'm going to back up just a little bit. I'm not going to get critical hits on these guys because these are actually armored enemies. They're scorpions. They have very high armor. That's why I'm not doing a lot of damage to them. Ooh. Oh, you can sting me through the fence. You little bugger, you. Just for that, I'm going to heal in battle. And it's only going to take like one more shot. Yep. Alright, so... Oh, there's another one? Crap. So many scorpions. I also think that the reload speed is faster on the P08. I could be wrong about that. They're supposed to be the same. I think I looked it up and they're supposed to be the same. I don't see them as the same. We're going to go over to P energy here, and guess what we have enough XP for? Healing level 2. Very important. Very important. Level 3 on that is going to be 4,000. We've not gotten 4,000 XP yet. Like, we've not had that much stockpiled at one time. And if I didn't show y'all before, it's the same on energy shot. Your level 2 spells are going to be harder to level up than your level 1 spells. Not antibiotics. Antibody is probably what I'm going to go for next. Because that actually reduces physical damage, and that'll be very useful for us. So we can increase the damage we do, reduce the damage we take, and heal if necessary. So very good things to have. Very, very good things. We've cleared out all the enemies except for in that little passageway right there. And I'm going to go ahead and do that because it's a shortcut back to where we need to go, which is the well. And it's more scorpions. Yay. So you can hold the fire button down with the P08, which you can with all weapons, and it'll just automatically shoot as fast as it can. I thought about using MP right there, but I thought against it, actually. But anyway, the P08, what I was saying is... Oh, I almost dodged them all. You can hold the fire button down and it'll just go through, it'll cycle through your ammo as fast as possible. But the cool thing about the P08 is, it's very easy to tell when you're going to run out of ammo. And because the reload speed is so quick, you can just kind of tap it after you're done firing, and it's a quick reload. And I'm tired of running from these guys. Now I'm getting fucked. I have to run. Ooh. Oh yeah. Alright. I hate fighting scorpions in this tiny little gulch right here. It's so bad. Oh, and I'm too close to hit them with that. Reload. Ow. Ah! Too close. And I don't know if it's just the P08 that does this. I'm pretty sure it's not. Oh my goodness. I'm getting fucked up right now. I don't know why. As you can see, I'm losing HP as I walk or run while I'm poisoned. So, yeah. Take a recovery too. I really don't like this particular encounter because I'm having to fight these scorpions, which are just tanks, dude. They're really tanks. They just absorb bullets. That's all they fucking do. Okay, glad that's over. We're back up to max HP, max MP. That's where I wanted to be. I only had to use one recovery item. I shouldn't have had to use one recovery item. I could have swapped to magic and just blasted them into oblivion. But I wanted to save my MP. And there is a huge reason I wanted to do that. If you'll recall, the last time we examined this well, we heard this long groaning noise coming from underneath. I'm going to refresh my quick save here. there is a mini boss at the bottom of this well. You're going to want to prepare yourself. And in this particular case, I'm going to equip Hydra rounds. I'm going to exchange these out for a cola. And I'm going to equip another recovery too, just in case I need it. Okay. I know I made a big deal about the Chaser mini boss little dynamic, and then I went down there and made it look like a cakewalk. That's not going to happen this time. This is a hard boss fight. This is a proper mini boss, and I may die here. So if I get my ass wrecked, I warned you. Oh, I'm dreading this. It's so bad. You use the wire rope here, and it makes this really weird, like, scrunchy noise. I don't know how else to describe it other than, like, if you were to take a piece of paper or a rope and scrunch it up and then, like, whip it back out. Like, it makes a really weird noise. I don't know. It reminds me of, like, a rope sliding against something under high tension. But, yeah. Oh, I forgot about the bats here. Crap. That's not good. We're just going to do that. I don't want to do that, but you know what? I recovered the MP. That was a good thing for us to do right there. And it may look like I jump cutted right there, but I was just refreshing my quick save. I may have to save scum this, guys. I really don't want to, but I may have to. Just make sure you've got really good healing items equipped. You're at max stats before you come in here. It's going to be a bad time. And I don't know much about this mini boss, so it's kind of one of those things. Alright. It's not going to show up when you aim. You just kind of got to walk. There it is. Alright. First and foremost, you're going to want energy shot right away. Ow, he's already hit me. That did like 25 damage. Where are you? Ow. Oh yeah. Criticals. Oh. Ah. And I'm almost dead. I need to use a recovery too. Right away. And now I'm also confused. So, bad things are happening. Reload. Hit him there. Ooh, yeah. Oh, criticals. Criticals all day. Criticals all day. Oh, PO8, you're my baby. I actually did really good in that battle. I did not realize that I was going to do that well in that battle. Holy crap. He only managed to grab me once. His slashes deal like 25 to 30 damage. And if he picks you up and slams you up against the ceiling, not only does it confuse you, which can really mess with how you move around in combat, but it deals like 50 damage. It is unreal. If you'll notice, he gives us a protein capsule. Move. I'm not going to take the slugs. My health is a little low. Guess what I'm going to do with that protein capsule? I'm going to go ahead and use it. So now we're up to 115. Wow. So glad that boss fight went better than I planned. I was dreading that. And I about got wrecked. I was down to 20 HP. From full HP, he attacked me like 3 times and I was down to 20. That's pretty ridiculous. There's a switch on the wall. It's a massive little switch. It's already in the on position and it doesn't move, but it says turn it on. So we're going to turn it on. If you keep going down this hallway, you'll notice that there's a very similar switch down here. Let's turn it on. Turning them on or off affects practically nothing in this game. It's not required that you turn the switches on, I don't believe. But in my particular instance, I'll show you why it's good to do that. And there's a ladder there, that's where we're going. But there's also a door here. So we're going to peek inside of this room real quick. And I think there might be bats in here. So I got to kind of... Oh yeah, there's definitely bats. Skaboop. Ah, and they're on me. I will say one thing about the PO8. It's bad for bats. It's really bad for bats. Because it only has that one... it's semi-auto. Oh, come on, bats. You're pissing me off. It's semi-auto, so that means basically you only get to shoot one bat at a time, which is horrible. But what turning those light switches on did is it turned on the lights in this room, which allows you to see in here and actually explore things. And if you go back here, there's a box. Yeah, there's a flare inside. That probably would have been good to use against those bats. Don't really want the flare. There's also a thing here, and I think that there's something to do with that, or maybe in the box when the lights are out. There's some sort of glow-in-the-dark writing in here that can only be read when the lights are out, and it's part of the riddle, the same riddle that was on the bathroom wall that we looked at. I'm not going to get big into that. I'm not really going to care too much about it. Bunch of wine barrels, collecting things, trading cards, stuff like that. She makes some points about Kyle Madigan being interested in, what his hobbies are. Flavor text. This is what I'm interested in. This may not be what you're interested in. If you don't like the PO8, then this means nothing to you. But here's a built-in closet. I'll just take a peek inside. I had to, click on that twice. An old gun collection. And wouldn't you know, there's a PO8 right there. A rifle. The long-range weapon of choice in the Old West. A German semi-auto PO8 handgun. A must-have for collectors. I'm going to click on this a third time. A new PO8 magazine. This should fit my handgun. That's what I wanted, boys and girls, ladies and gents, awesome people from all around. That's what I wanted. Go to use magazine. This is a snail magazine. Add PO8 capacity plus 25. Use it. So now I have the PO8 with the snail magazine. We're going to go back to 9mm PB. And you can just select what ammo you want from here. I don't know why I keep re-equipping the weapon. The PO8 now holds 32 rounds. You might have thought, oh, well, holding 7 rounds at a time, that sucks. Well, I hold 32 now. And with that critical rate, 32 times 40 damage a pop, that is some killer damage. Alright. So we're going to go up the ladder now. And I don't believe there's any enemies directly in this room. I could be wrong about that. It should tell us on the map. No, I don't think there's anything in here. But this is a hot spot. Oh, I was wrong. The red ones are super explosive. Oh god. Oh god. Retreat. Oh god. Why? Come on. Oh, it's so bad. They hurt. There we go. Got the chain reaction. You're supposed to react quick and just pop one and they all explode and you deal, 1 bullet worth of damage to them and they deal no damage to you. I kind of fudged that because I forgot they were there. Man, I forget a lot of stuff. I'm kind of walking around just clicking on stuff too because I'm forgetting where things are. I thought there was something in this back room. Don't need anything here. Okay, maybe there's not. So, in that case, here's the big one. Come over to the drink cooler. Cola's on sale. We will always take a cola. And also we have healing 2 now, so that's going to heal a lot more HP out of battle and a lot more in. She'll only take 1 Coke, but hey, over here there's a recovery 3 you can grab. This place is awesome for items. So, that's that. We're also going to come over here. And I like this too. If you search the desk, she says a cash register, no traces of tampering. I'll leave some money by the side of the register. This place is deserted. While yeah, it's the morally correct thing to do, why are you worried about it? Am I right? So we're going to come back over here, grab some fresh PBs. Because why not? I mean, we're nowhere near empty because we have this awesome gun. But I'm going to gush on this gun all day. All day, every day. Every time I play this game, I'm going to love this gun. We're going to go ahead and save. It's very important to keep your saves up to date. And also, because we're going to the house that we heard the noise from, I'm going to consider that plot progression. And I'm going to do something. I'm going to go ahead and make a new save. It's very important to me that I do this because I'm recording this game and I don't want anything to go wrong. I've got quick saves lined up. I've got multiple saves on here if I need to go back and redo parts, if I accidentally delete a video or something. I've got a lot of stuff going on with this game. So we're going to go back inside. And there's a door over here that is not locked. Now, I believe there are some enemies out here. I could be wrong about that. Oh, nope, I'm not wrong. Chasers with the PO8. There's two. Oh, crap. I forget that the fence blocks you off really bad right there. There are two of these here. So be careful. They will gang up on you, and it is very... Oh, God, he got me twice. Oh, God. I'm getting wrecked right now. These are some of the most annoying enemies in the game, by the way. Oh my god. Okay, real quick, before I die, go ahead and do that. Dodge him. Oh, I lost my target on him. Why did I lose my target on him? Dodge him. Heal while I'm in battle. Oh, no you don't. Oh, yeah you do. Crap. There you go. I thought that was the last shot. God. Those guys in confined areas like this can be a pain in the ass. And now you know why. The game makes little mini-boss stages where you have to fight a shit ton of them in confined spaces. It's horrible. So, this is the house that we're... I don't know if y'all can hear that, but there's a scream. Huh. Maybe it only did it once. Nope, there it is. So it's this really annoying scream, and it sounds like this woman is saying, Rachel! And then she goes, whoa, whoa. It's really annoying. It's dumb. And it's the same thing on a loop over and over. You'll probably hear it a lot more once I'm actually next to that place, but there's also enemies in here. Again, I totally suggest taking out the flyers first. A few good shots with the PO8 will take them down. And that's the only flyer in here. Got a critical. That's 40. Notice how I'm not having to reload like at all with this gun. That's simply because it's got 32 bullets. I love this gun. I love this gun so much. There's some stuff you can find in here. I forget exactly what you can find in here. Or where. I'll be honest. But I know there's something you can find in here. I just don't know what or where. Oh, there's another picture. I think that comes into play in the riddle, I believe. Man, I thought you could find some item in here. Maybe I'm mistaken. I love the fact that there's tomahawks for sale in here. And yet, Aya doesn't pick up a tomahawk and use it as a weapon. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing really of interest in there for now. Let's go into the second little house. We already discovered the third one. The one we're trying to get into is locked. There's no enemies in here. Old bed frame. There's a drawer attached. Just open it. Nothing inside. Nothing of interest here. What we came for is this. If you'll notice, there's hinges on the wall. And there's that scream again. And there's also scratch marks on the floor. You can examine all of this, and this tells you you need some sort of tool. So now our objective has become go back to Douglas and ask if we can use some of his tools. So we're gonna go back out, of course, and if we look at our map, it's 100% clear. Once we get permission to use Douglas's tools, that will change. Vape break. Alrighty. So we honestly don't need to go back through the well. it's pointless to do so at this point. It does bring you out right at, the area to go into the garage, but why do that when honestly all you gotta do is run through this little shortcut right here, and it takes you right there. It's less loading areas, in my opinion, and it's quicker. And we do like quick. So, man, I just realized how, like, messed up Aya's face looks. Is there a slight twitch to her hair? There's like this sketchy head snap that's happening, and it makes it look like her bangs are like floating in the wind. That's like the weirdest thing ever. I've never noticed that either. Anyway, back into the garage we go. She's got like that weird emo hair flip. Before it was ever an emo hair flip. And she's got like blonde hair, so it's weird. I'm trying to do something stupid. Why am I trying to do something stupid? So don't be a dumbass like me and try and walk through a car. Now, be careful in here. The reason I say be careful in here is because eventually there will be enemies in here that you won't discover right away. So just keep that in mind. Always express caution when walking into this particular room. Excuse me. And same goes for out here. There's going to be some times when you walk out here and there's going to be some really interesting things that happen. And you got to kind of plan for it. You just got to be on your toes. Now, the game's kind of obscure about what to do because it shows us that we're supposed to be going into that locked house, but we need a wrench. Sorry, yawn. It is like 2 a.m. here, somewhere near it. I just got off work at midnight and I come home to record videos, so I apologize for the yawns. But if you go straight to the garage to try and get a wrench, it'll say, well, I gotta ask Douglas first. So, oh no, my keyboard. Oh my goodness. That sucks every time it happens. Anyway, you say I need information. Bolts, huh? Okay then. Use one of my tools from the garage. Thanks. Don't mention it. So, basically, if you go straight to the garage and try and get that monkey wrench or whatever, or one of his tools, it's going to tell you that you can't do it. And that's kind of obscure because that's usually a player's first instinct is, hey, Douglas has an entire garage with a bunch of tools. He works on cars. So, keep that in mind. If you want to drop a save here, drop a save. It's not entirely, necessary, I want to say. But we now have permission to do the wrench. We're going to walk back through the garage. We're going to pick said wrench up. And if I'm not mistaken, that's going to respawn some enemies after we pick this wrench up. And the wrench is going to be on this shelf over here. It's also kind of obscure. It doesn't really tell you where it is. And I think it's stupid that, like, if you come here first and try and get that, she's like, oh no, I can't use his tools without permission. But after you get permission, she comes over and says, oh, I'm sure Mr. Douglas won't mind. Like, that feels to me almost like they tried to make the game longer, and originally all you had to do was come in and grab the wrench, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm sure he won't mind. But they decided to, like, stretch the game out in some way. One of the developers was going to be like, oh hey, we need a longer game. I don't know. It was probably his job to just make the game longer. It's such a weird thing. And I was wrong. There are no respawned enemies. So we're going to head straight back to where we were. And again, it's not worth going through the well. It's kind of a waste of time to go through the well because there's more loading zones. So we're just going to take the direct route there. And I've got everything I need to get into this house. you're going to want to drop a save right here. Matter of fact, hang on. Save canceled. Pop that. Use an item. I got an MP boost somewhere. Use that. That brings me almost up to my full. And now we're going to drop a save. The reason I'm preparing, spoiler alert, we're fixing to go fight our first boss in Dryfield. There's been a lot of hype around this little room over here. Basically, it's, there's someone screaming inside. We got to go investigate. And there's a reason. Obviously, there's some kind of reason. So you pretty much can guess it's a boss fight. Which sucks after you fight a mini boss to get here. I didn't really like a wrench. I didn't really appreciate that. Again, it kind of feels like they just tried to expand the game artificially. But, that's my opinion. I still enjoy the fuck out of this game, and I'm enjoying playing this. I'm having a blast playing this. Thank you guys for coming with me on this journey. It's going to be fun. This is just all precursor. I mean, honestly, the game is about to really kick into high gear. And it's great when it does. So, this takes us into like this weird little intermediate area, which I kind of thought was weird to have this intermediate area between houses. You enter through the door, you walk in, and there's this woman. Well, that can't be good, right? Oh, hey. Another instance of a human transforming into an NMC, but they didn't really transform, so I don't really include them. Do you know how many people you killed when that tower exploded? Murderer. Just a few dozen. You should thank me, little girl. I saved LA that night. Okay, so they're not in New York. They're definitely in Los Angeles, but still. Who are you? What do you have to do with these creatures? Ooh, you gonna kill me? Go ahead. Our mitochondria will have the last laugh. Okay, so it throws you directly into this boss fight. I recommend finding a corner right away. You can sit there and pick them off with a PO8. Or you can cast Energy Shot no matter what weapon you have, which I highly recommend. And that's going to allow you to sit here and deal a lot more damage. And my critical rate is nothing right now, which is crazy. Ow, he actually got me. He does a lot of damage, so you want to move from corner to corner and keep your distance from him. I was expecting to deal criticals, and I'm not, which is kind of interesting. This might be a long fight, guys. I thought there was going to be criticals involved, and so far there's just not. I've got an MP boost on me. We're going to speed this up just a tad. Oh, nope, he blocked it. Okay, we're not going to speed this up. I do like the fact there is voice acting behind number 9. Like, if you cast Fireball at him, he's just like, shit! He's hilarious. He's probably my favorite antagonist out of any video game ever. Just because he's got such a weird personality. He's this goofy, insane character who you don't really know his motivation or like what keeps him moving through the game, but you can just guess that it's bad shit. Like it's great because that adds to like the fear of it. This is not a hard boss fight. This is easier than when we fought him at the Acropolis Tower. And if you just keep swapping corners, oops, he is nothing to be feared. Like, honestly. See if I can catch him in an attack. Nope. I did cancel his attack, though. but that kind of sucks because he moved closer towards me before he attacked. So you kind of gotta, ouch, I knew that was going to hit me. I got 24 MP, it costs 12 to cast my heal. So with that being said, I can heal twice, and I'm going to go ahead and do that once. Brings me up to full HP. Reload, keep dumping rounds into this guy. If I had a rifle, it does higher damage against armor, so that would probably help in this fight. If you want to bring the rifle, totally recommend doing that. Buckshot's not going to do a lot of damage either. If you've got 20 or 30 of those R-slug rounds by this point, those will deal an extremely high amount of damage. You're probably going to deal 70 to 80. Energy shot, you're going to be dealing 100 damage per shot. So, fully recommend R-slugs if you're going to use shotguns on him. Fireflies do pretty decent damage against him too, which I don't even know if we've found any fireflies up to this point, but they're the other type of shotgun ammo. The way the shotgun ammo is tiered is basically buckshot, firefly, R-slug. They give you R-slugs way before they give you fireflies, which is weird. Probably because overall R-slugs are just more useful. The fireflies are mainly just an incendiary round. It's basically Dragon's Breath. All the ammo types are modeled after real types of ammo. No matter how long it takes, you can just keep wailing on this guy, and eventually he'll go down. It's a long boss fight, but I mean, it's an easy boss fight. I also am quite partial to the soundtrack they use here. I think the title of this track is called Crazy King, and it's really good. I really enjoy it. Another thing to mention with the P08 too is that its reload animation is so short, you can actually start sprinting with Aya before she's done reloading, and it won't cancel your reload. So I'm reloading. Well, I didn't really get to pull it off right there. I waited too long. But you can actually start moving mid-reload, and it won't cancel it, but the timing has to be like perfect. I did it right before I mentioned it, and it reminded me that I could do that, so that's why I wanted to say something. Just keep moving corner to corner. Keep your distance from them. The P08 has plenty of range. The rifle's got even more range than the P08. When he starts leaning back like that, he's close to dead. There it is. After that, you're going to get a little bit of a cutscene. So he knows Eve, and if you've played the first game, you know Aya's long history with Eve. Eve is another mitochondria, like another being that has neomitochondria inside of them, just like Aya does. I believe that Aya has neomitochondria. Aya's sister Melissa had neomitochondria, and they took samples from Aya and Melissa and created a being known as Eve, who also had neomitochondria. So I could be wrong about some of that. I don't know Parasite Eve 1's lore as well as I do Parasite Eve 2's lore, but I'm pretty sure it's very similar. So we took down number 9, and Aya had a really bad, thing where she was having flashbacks, and she reverted to one of her crazy neomitochondria forms, and she lost control of her powers, which is why number 9 caught on fire. Now she's having visions. She doesn't know why she's having visions. She just knows she is. I always liked that effect. Like the glass breaks in real time, but falls in slow motion. That's a really cool effect to me. Oh no! I'm so sorry. I did not mean to skip that cutscene. So basically, the little girl there, she freaks out and breaks all the glass just with, her thoughts and emotions. And she kind of freaks out to the point where she breaks free from her restraints. And, that's pretty much how that went. And wouldn't you know, Kyle Madigan found us. And is about to shoot us for whatever reason. Finger on the trigger. And then Aya just sets his fucking arm on fire because he's a dick. Yeah, fucking hurts, don't it? Straight up like melted his glove off. And in all the cutscenes, she has her standard M93R. That's her signature weapon. I don't like that weapon. PO8 for the win, dude. If you have the rifle equipped or whatever you have equipped, or a shotgun, it's not going to show her with a shotgun. Which kind of bums me out, but hey, 2000. 1999, 2000. Well, wait. The old man said you were exploring this room. Madigan? Is that you? Could you please point that thing elsewhere? Dude, you were just about to shoot us. And I hate this room because it has textural glitches. I'm sorry. What happened here? Where'd he go? He? I didn't see anyone but you. But... Whoa there. You alright? I'm fine. Oh yeah. I talked to that old guy. He says the shelter is out in those hills. He's pretty sure the creature's nest's out there too. The nest? It's quite a ways out there. We'll have to go by car. Okay. Let's take my car. Now you're talking. Okay, so now we have a game plan. We're going to use Aya's car and go out to the hills and find this shelter, which seems to be where some of the creatures are coming from. So, and I kind of stuttered on my words right there because I forgot about Maya. I think there was Aya, there was Melissa. Melissa was her sister. Melissa ended up dying. And I don't know who Maya is. It might have been either Melissa's younger daughter or... I'm not really sure. When I play Parasite Eve 1, we'll figure out all that. But Maya also, I believe, had neo-mitochondrial powers. And man, that texture glitch is god-awful. Alright. If you'll notice, Kyle is following us. And not only is Kyle following us, but he has his own HP bar. If his HP falls to 0, it is game over. So, fire on enemies that he is firing on. And he has this pistol. Oof. There's more texture glitches. Get out of here, texture glitches. Ain't nobody like you. Door? Hello? Okay, that's a wardrobe. There's not a door. Oh, there we go. When you come out here, more scorpions. Scorpions are basically the main enemy you're going to be fighting right outside of these houses. Ouch, I walked right into that puddle of poison. Just be careful because there are a lot of them and they suck in small areas. Most enemies in this game do suck in small areas. There are very few enemies that are highly weak to certain elements. And you can just funnel them. I'm completely blocked. Okay, there we go. And I walked into one anyway. And I have the hiccups. Oh, no. Oh, hiccup. But I hate the hiccups. When I was a kid, I was like, hee hee, I got the hiccups. It was funny. Now I'm an adult, and that shit just hurts. There are enemies in this. I really don't see a point in fighting the enemies in here, so I'm just not going to. Come into the general store, which it's nighttime now. There are moths. Oh god, am I too close? Why am I too close? I like it. There we go. Take care of those. They're not really a big problem. If they fly into you, they do hurt you a little bit, but you're going to inflict blindness on you, but honestly, it's just moths. Oh no, Aya's car. It figures. This is the only time in the game where Kyle uses a laser pointer, I believe. Or he might use it one more time in the game, but it's not a thing that even has like an effect, which kind of sucks. These guys are pushovers. We're dealing tons of damage because I'm hitting criticals on them. Straight criticals, and so is Kyle. Kyle's hitting criticals for 72. My criticals are doing 61. When we're both hitting the same enemy, it's like we're just dealing damage. This is a new enemy type. I don't know exactly what the game calls them. I call them hoppers. They're basically like little bunnies. They're like fucked up, mutated little bunnies. If you'll notice, shit hit the fan while we were asleep. All kinds of stuff is fucked up. My car is messed up. Take a free recovery too. That's cool. I forgot it gave you that. We're going to load up on ammo. My car is all messed up. The diner is all messed up. Look at this. And if you'll notice, there's no longer a blue flashing light on this. The line has been severed. That is no longer a save point, which sucks. So, if you want to save your game, which we do, you're going to want to go to your motel room. I'll take the flyers out first. Dodge that guy. Oh no. Crap. Okay. And because I can't see, I walked right into that guy. Twice. No, don't hit me again. Go away. He ran into a wall. I'm going to go back this way. I don't even know where Madigan went. Obviously, he's not in our party anymore. And I walked into him again. I hate moths. Oh, wow. This is why moths are dangerous. And I gotta get out of this whole kill zone. I barely got that heal off before he killed me. Pop another heal. Brings me back up to full HP. Hopefully he'll hit a wall. He did. There we go. Bap, bap. Yeah. Okay, so that was rough. Now y'all understand. Moths are no joke. I didn't realize there were two groups of them. Take out the flyers first. That is why. I want to make it back up to my room and save, and I think I'm actually going to call it an episode. But when we come back, we will go ahead and do everything else that we need to do. The next step in the game, we're going to go talk to Douglas and see what he has to say about what the hell's going on. Because there's a lot of shit that just hit the fan while we were asleep, and it's pretty crazy. These guys, you can get a critical on no matter what weapon you're using if you hit them while they're in the air jumping. Which I just did on that guy by accident. I don't know if all weapons are like this, but the P08 is really good about accidentally hitting other enemies. Like if you've got an enemy in front of you and an enemy behind it, sometimes if you get hit by that enemy that's closest to you and your gun sort of sways and you lose your target for a minute, it'll hit enemies behind those enemies, which is really good because you're not wasting ammo. You're just, accidentally hitting things. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it an episode here. When we come back, we're going to go talk to Douglas and get more of the story going. This is where the game takes off, guys. Not only is this where the game takes off, but this is where it gets very hard very quickly if you're not very prepared. What's going on right now is you're talking to Jody, and Jody tells you that Pierce just jumped in his car and took off. And she doesn't know where he went. So keep that in mind. That's a plot point later on in the game. And with all that being said, we're going to drop save right here. And I think I will see y'all in the next video, guys. Peace.